What is a Jan really? The word appears everywhere, across centuries, across languages, as if it were a seed planted in the soil of human history. In Persian, Jan means life, means soul. A word whispered after a loved one's name, Maryam Jan, meaning dear beloved, breath of my breath. So the root itself means life. And life, it seems, kept choosing this name. Consider Jan Baptist van Helmont, a Flemish chemist who in the 1600s named an invisible thing no one had named before. He called it gas, and he took the word from the Greek chaos.
Wait, so every time I say turn off the gas, I'm literally saying turn off the chaos?
Yes. A man named Life reached into the void and gave chaos a name we now use without fear. Then came Jan Ingenhouse, who discovered how plants breathe, photosynthesis, the quiet machinery of all green life. But he did not earn his bread from leaves. He was the imperial physician, the man who inoculated the Habsburg royal family against smallpox. A man named Life stood between an empire and a plague, holding the line with a needle. And the pattern deepens. Jan Łukasiewicz, a Polish logician, built a new way of writing thought itself, Polish notation. That prefix logic became reverse Polish notation, the silent grammar inside calculators and stack-based machines.
Hold on. So a dead Polish guy is the reason my dad's calculator works backwards and confuses everyone.
Backwards to you. Forward to the machine. He simply taught the world to think the way logic actually flows. But not every Jan was a healer or a thinker. Some were marked for fire. Jan Hus, the Czech reformer, whose very surname meant Goose, was burned at the stake in 1415. And his followers did not weep quietly. They raised the goose as a banner, a defiant emblem of a man the flames could not silence. The goose became war. And war, too, would carry the name. At the Battle of Vienna in 1683, Jan III Sobieski led 18,000 horsemen, including Poland's winged hussars, down the slopes in the largest cavalry charge in history.
18,000. So a guy named Life saved an entire city by sending the biggest horse stampede ever recorded down a hill.
The empire held. Europe turned. And once again, life had stood against chaos, the very thing the first Jan had named. Even the frozen edges of the earth bear the name. Jan Mayen, a remote Arctic island, named for a Dutch whaling captain. Upon it rises Beerenberg, the northernmost active volcano on Earth, fire standing in a sea of ice. Fire and life. Chaos and name. The same threads woven again and again. And finally the painter Jan van Eyck, who signed his masterpieces with a quiet boast, als ich kann, as I can. A pun on his own name. A rare flicker of ego in an age of anonymous hands, a man signing the word Jan into eternity. Chemist. Healer doin sing, aka nadast in the judi and jasixten. Logician die Wayne. Martyr. Warrior dart. Island. Painter. And in Persian the soul itself. One small word meaning life, buried like a heartbeat beneath the surface of our history.
Honestly, my favorite part is still that gas just means chaos. So this whole time the soul named Jan has been out here taming chaos in 1,000 different bodies. Beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to go turn off the chaos in my kitchen before the soup boils over.